Welcome folks to the episode. On this episode, you will see me put the engine in. Just a few more dollars. The engine's been sitting in G2, garage 2, G meaning garage, G2. The engine's all done. It's an SSP engine, twin port 1600, so about 50 horsepower. And yeah, it's all set, got all the seals, so I'm going to drop it in. And here's my engine bay, it's all finished. I'm going to push through these tabs. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm going to push through those spiky tabs to hold my thing in there. All the wiring's complete. I just went to Lidl and got some pot rivets. I just had a couple of earth anchors to do, and that should be pretty good. You can always test it with a, resistance meter, those French meters, resistance meters. So here we've got the wires for the thing. See, we've got an extra wire out here. See that one there, that's me reversing, and it comes out here underneath, and that goes to the gearbox. Whichever one it goes, whatever it works, it's power to both sides on the switch. It just switches it, tit, 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 and it makes the current to go through to my reversing lights. I just got to trim this one. It's my new wire, reversing wire too, because standard they don't have reverse lights. Well, it didn't have reverse lights on it. Was, yeah, so I got to put a connector on like I did with that. Solder, heat shrink, quality. And if you've noticed, got a little bad boy here. Got me light. It's on now, and it's not the sun that's blinding me, it's that solar light. Sustainable living. You know what sustainable living is? You have a big bottle of water and you go in the bush. That's sustainable. None of this, it's for free. Look, have a look up there. I'll switch it off. So I'm not mucking around, that's it. The missus sent me into Lidl supermarket to get something special, to have a break, and I'm thinking for her, carrots. She beat me to it, and for me, I'm going to get chocolate. Yep. Right, just picked up a couple of 85s. That's the go. Don't worry about the sugar, that gets tossed. This SSP engine, I think it was purchased, it was either 2017 or 2014. David, the original owner, correct me on this, he bought it, and I've painted it and cleaned it up. So I really appreciate it. Now I know how much these cost. Like off Heritage at the moment, SSP engine, long block only, long block, not turn the key. They're 3,700 pounds. I've done my best with it, and here's the unveiling. And so I've had it for a couple of years. I've done it up a year ago, so it's been sitting here the whole time, and I have put it in the car just to check. Righto, here we go. So I've got a sticker to go on here, and then I don't know what else. Geez, I don't even have a coil. Got to tell the missus about that. We've got to bankroll it. The bank. I'll put the copper nuts on the exhaust flange. How many is there, folks? If you answer this correct, you get a free trip to the Bermuda Triangle. All right. You'll pay for yourself though. It's for free. So 8 copper nuts. One SSP engine, 1600 twin port, just getting there. It's these trolleys, just an Aldi trolley. Okay folks, Aldi trolley. Had to jack it up clear of the heater boxes, heater exchange, so you can hear it rubbing. And I'll just Late on these monsters. Probably a little bit off. Sliding the engine in. You'll see on the time lapse, I only jacked it up twice. First one, I put the wheels under, sit it on that, and then put the wog under there. Here, this wog. See the wog? Right. Put it under on the next take, and the engine just slides under. You slide the engine under, and now the tricky bit is you got to just jack the engine up so you can get the trolley jack under. I've only got one. Well, I've got two. The other one's a bit broken. I didn't want to use it. So you have the jack at the back. You sit the car down, back on the wheels, then you slide the engine in. Just wiggle the engine up so you can get the jack under. I might even put it in. No, I haven't got enough throw. I've just hit a snag in my brain, I think, of what's wrong, what's right. But time lapse doesn't lie.
I can't believe someone like me is here with somebody like you. There's something about you and I know why. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's in your smile and in your feet.
When's a good time to film? Probably not now. But okay. So it's pretty much in, but I haven't got it engaged yet. So it's got to go in probably another inch and a quarter. Got to go in. It's really tight at the back here, but we'll keep pushing, mate. Keep pushing, and I'll make sure it's up there. I'm going to let it down. It's quite high at the moment. It might push up. Everything's tight. This is actually my favourite engine ever, so you wait until we drive it. The missus wants to do circle work, but that's forbidden. I think she'll make a good passenger. Just checking it. It's only like 1/4 of an inch out, so I can put nuts on the back and pull it up. Very tight thing, but I don't see any difference between 1300 twin port and a 1600. I've got to check the stroke, see if the pistons are out further, the heads. But it's a good fit. It's nice and sealed. And here comes Barb. That's Barb. Barb. Nice guy. Bob the neighbour. Yeah, he doesn't have to... Look, he's a neighbour, so he can say whatever he wants. But one day I'll need him. One day I'll need him. Maybe in the future I'll need you, Bob. So I'm going to look after you. You can say whatever you want, mate. Got me tools in the bucket, dear Liza. It's a big day, but pressing on to the maximum. Look at that. Got the old, this one here, I think it's off an earlier model, and that's metal. I got another one that's got ribs on it, that's plastic. So I'm just about to put the latch in down the bottom, and see, it's all properly done in there. It's wired up. There's the engine, it's all hooky. Just 2 wires confirm where they go. Automatic choke. I got the solenoid cut off. I think you can use the same power for those, and they're on constantly. Yeah, so I've set the automatic choke up. Just have to screw that down. But that's looking minties. What do you think, folks? I know you're proud of me. Just a smile for the dial. Finally. Nuts and bolts, folks. Screws, nuts and bolts. That's what it all entails. One of the carburetor studs just fell out. It fell out. So what I did is I drilled it out. It was 8mm. Drilled it out. M10. I tapped it out. Put another stud in it, and I had to drill the manifold here. Bonza. Absolute bonza, mate. Bonza. Absolute bonza, mate. Bosch. Yeah. Sticker here. By extreme dusty conditions, yes, you must change it every 3,000 miles. Yeah. It's an oil bath. Just put oil in it. There's no cardboard filter element. All the bolt here. I've even got heat riser protection insulators around the pipes. I've got everything as per it's supposed to. The one thing I want to say, if you don't believe it's an SSP, how about this? SSP. They re-stamped the blocks. That's an aluminium block. All the Volkswagen ones are magnesium. Quality controller, Aaron Hines on Facebook. I sent him a picture and it had this fuel filter in there. So I pulled it out, copper nickel pipe, crimped those in, really solid. I've got a different one there, 1/4 inch. He suggested you put it out the back here. So that's what I'm going to do. I've been out the back all day, hooked the heaters up, everything, wires, even the support hoses for the heater. The heater wires, beautiful. Everything's hooked up, accelerator. This one's a glass one. I'm going to put that one in. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep joining us in the endeavour to greatness. Champignon.
You don't have to let